Welcome, collective. Thank you for being here. We are asking the angels, the ancestors, our divine guides, and spirit, the great power that holds up worlds, the great power that creates worlds, the first source and center, the fountain of the all, the Akashic records, and the great halls of wisdom. We ask for a clear and protected message so that we may manifest for the highest good, for the one and for the all. In great gratitude and appreciation, we say Amen Ra. All right, I wanted to have a really serious conversation because I really think it's important to stress the potency of what's happening at this time and the creative energies that are with us now to create something new. We are in Cancer season, and I am a Cancer, not affected by the cusp of Gemini or Leo, and I am ruled by the moon, which is the fastest moving planet around the earth, and it goes through a different sign every 2 to 3 days, which is why Cancers tend to be labeled moody. Our astrological descriptions of each one of our signs are the pros and cons of the energy that we were born under. All of us are different because we have different planets. Some are born on the cusps, some are not affected by the cusps. Some have, we all have planets in different houses when we are born. So the general guideline of being a Cancer is to be aware of your strengths and be aware of your weaknesses and grow and evolve. It's not a place for you to be stuck and in a behavior for you to be stuck, or anything that you should be using to rationalize bad behavior, lack of growth, lack of maturity, or any it's all a learning lesson. And sometimes we like, oh, I'm a Cancer, that's just what we do. No, you're a Cancer, that's what you are susceptible to, strength and weakness wise. The strength that you have the power to rise to, and the weaknesses that you are to be aware of, or just the duality, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. Being aware of the way your shadow and your illuminated self, the way they operate individually and how they respond together. So one of the things first I want to say to great grandfather's son, who I had a beautiful walk with this morning, in the collective energies, we're getting a lot of this beauty card. I've been pulling this a lot. Some of the signs got it in the last reading. And I had this moment where, and I implore you, great grandfather's son would like you to take a moment and close your eyes and put your face to the sun, point your third eye to the sun, and watch allow the illumination of the sun to fill your eyelids, the back of your eyelids, and just watch the beautiful light show and the sacred geometry and the temple within yourself, that great cathedral. That's a message from great grandfather's son, to take that moment and put your face up to the sun and let great grandfather son kiss your forehead. And in that moment, I looked around and I saw the wind was blowing and the wildflowers were growing and the bees and butterflies are fluttering and the rabbit was bouncing or jumping and hopping. And as I witnessed all this, the blue sky, the sun, the energy, I just took in so much beauty. So Spirit would like you to start looking and focusing on the beautiful things that are all around you. First, starting by accepting your own inner beauty, your own individual beauty, your own unique beauty, seeing the beauty within yourself. Looking for the beauty in others, looking for the beauty in a situation, looking for the beauty that's all around you, and the great power and the vibration, raise, elevation, by focusing on beautiful things. And also, when you focus on those kind of things and you're looking and you're showing, you're fertilizing and coating it with gratitude for these beautiful moments and the beauty that's in your life, taking a second to stop and see the beauty that it's actually all around you, no matter what your situation. There's more of a divine magic that comes out, the way that the universe starts interacting with you, your surroundings start interacting with you when you're focusing in on beauty. So that was one of the messages that I channeled on my walk today. I've been trying to do this reading for a few days, and I don't do readings when I feel blocked, when I feel distracted, when I feel emotional, when I feel like emotional, like I'm working out in emotions. You know, I will express emotion when I do readings, but I won't, you know, and when I'm tired, when I'm sleepy, when I'm dealing with my own situation. So it's been, I've done some readings and I've erased them because the messages weren't clear. There was, you know, there just wasn't a clarity, and it's just been very interesting and everything in divine time. So that the walk this morning really really brought me, because I'm a Cancer. I'm definitely a daughter of the moon. And when I was pulling the cards for the reading the other day to address this subject, I got these two cards, which Cancer season, Cancers for the entire collective, not just Cancers, to understand the power of the moment that we're in and what we're seeing happening on the world stage, okay, is a matter of balance. And there is great creator force energy with us, masculine and feminine. The divine masculine energy, the divine feminine energy is definitely basking upon us. We have 4 supermoons in a row: May, June, July, and August. We have the Lion's Gate, Stargate coming up on August 8th. I suggest you begin to prepare how you are energetically going to make the most of this Lion's Gate, Stargate, and I won't get into that there. If it resonates with you, you can look for the information. It's everywhere, but it's a powerful portal to walk through. But back to the masculine and feminine, the solar energy that's been coming to Earth has been quite intense. We've got 2 CMEs, coronal mass ejections, solar flares, we've had geomagnetic storms, we've had supermoons, as I just described. So the moon is close to the Earth, and there's more photons coming from the sun. The moon reflects the sun's light. There is so much power within us at this time. And so that power is being used against us to manifest more chaos, more terror, more fear, more horrors, more negativity. And we have to be aware about what we're engaging in, what we're giving our attention to, what we're distracting ourselves in. We've all been distracted, I would say, right? Cancers live between 2 worlds. The crab lives on water, and the crab also travels on land and water, in between those 2 worlds as it pleases. So this is the season. Cancers represent the yin and the yang, the 69, the balance. The Queen of the Moon Oracle, these 2 cards came out together. It was beautiful. And this is the power of Cancer, is balance. The duality, balancing the light and shadow. That's why in the tarot, the Chariot is what represents Cancer, and the Chariot is, you know, the 2 energies of the yin and the yang, the duality, the 2 polarities, pulling them together. So taking the good from your life, the things that you are grateful for, the things that make you feel good and awesome and the magic and love of life, taking that with the shadow, the things that make you hate life, the things that make you you know, that kind of energy challenges you in life, the dark energy we learn from both. So it's taking both of those energies together and balancing them. This is where your power is. You have power, and it's real. And the power in Cancer season and in Cancer is remaining balanced, not being pulled between the 2 polarities. You know, the emotions, the light and dark, the emotions, staying centered, staying balanced. And, you know, Cancers are they're cardinal water. They take, when you speak into water, it takes the vibration, right? It feels the vibration of the actual crystals in the water change. So we are the ones who have to balance our emotions. Cancers, you are leading this mission right now. You are Cardinal Water. You are leading this assignment. You are the masters. You are the ones. Get out, and this is for everybody, get out of your emotions. Balance. This is where our true power lies. This is a card of you have power. It is real, so act like it. Ruling over your own realm in balance. Between the heart, this is such Lionsgate Leo energy, that heart-centered, lion's heart, brave heart energy, staying between in your power, but also heart-centered power. Balance. So, and then I just also wanted to point out discernment in this same deck. Right? I know this is resonating with you because you're all, you know, this is the beginning of our journey. Cancer is also the ruler over shell creatures. Right? You know, the thing about Cancer is all of us are capable of empathy. The 12 tribes, you've all been born under your element for a reason. And some of you already know, and some of you need to be encouraged to start studying your element and your tribe and why you were born under earth, water, fire, or air. What are your strengths as an air sign, and what can you evolve and mature from from the weakness or the dark or the shadow or the ego side of being an earth sign or a water sign or a fire sign and air. So Cancers rule over shell creatures, and we are ruled by the moon. So when we feel things as an empath, it's that soft flesh that's within the shell. We're very sensitive, we're hypersensitive, and whatever collective, whatever it is that you think is your weakness, whatever it is that you think is your curse, it's your gift. You have to find the pearl within. It's not being used, it's not being disciplined, it's not being honed, it's not being shaped, it's not being utilized. It's that percentage of your brain power that we're not using, because when you unfold your intuition, when you unfold your gifts of who you are, it's just the first layer. That's just the beginning. There's so much strength and so much empowerment, but back to that, so that soft shell, that soft flesh, that's that hypersensitivity, feeling things. That raw, soft belly flesh. It's like the underbelly being out, and that's what makes cancers cancer. So this is Cancer season. Everybody listen up. But this shell that Cancer has, this little shell right here, can hold out the ocean. This is a gift. This is a shield. This is a mechanism of protection. Using your energetic shields. Boundaries is coming up a lot. Being very protective about what we're letting in. Being very protective of what, of ourselves from energies that are again, using this time of great divine energy to distract us. Many of us have hit rock bottom, including myself. Right? Many of us. I'm going through things. We're all going through things, right? But this is my job. This is my mission. So I have to keep doing it, and I have to walk the walk so I can talk the talk, right? And people out there who know me personally, that follow my channel, you know. And when my time comes and those around me feel that ripple effect, and as you out there, as your time comes and your people around you see you, and they see your story, and they see that you kept your head up and that you kept walking forward and you kept resilient and strong, that is a ripple effect. Because that they will see that, and then others around them will see them, and then others around them will see them, and it keeps going on and on. We inspire each other. So this is a very important time. If you've hit rock bottom and everything, as you've lost everything, and I can relate, brothers and sisters, I can relate. Those of you who feel like you've hit rock bottom in some way and you've lost everything, wow, look at the energy in these cards. It was for a reason. And maybe you don't see that yet, but please trust and know it was for a reason, because that toppling down of everything that you've been through, all of your challenges, that 10 of Wands, and all of your obstacles, all of your pain, all of your betrayal, all of the things that you regret, all of the things that taught you discernment, the good choices, the bad choices, all of that culminates together into that Chariot energy, right? Into the yin and the yang, bringing that light and dark together and transmuting it, temperance energy, into that's a superpower, into energy to create something new, to leave that past way behind. The Chariot, whew, that's a vehicle of speed, of victory, of strength, of power, of a spirit warrior. And that's the season that we're in right now. So that being said, we are going through some of the hardest times in our life, and that tower moment, the tower that has come crumbling down, that is the fertilizer that gets tilled into the, the ground zero. You look around and it's rock bottom and everything has been toppled. The tower has collapsed, everything, and now you can see. Ace of Swords energy, you can see clearly. You can breathe that air energy. There's just a clarity, and now there's just action. It's time to create something new. It's time to build something new. And whether you see that now or whether you see that later, you will see it. But shifting your perspective, wow, right now is very powerful. So I just want us to be aware. And those who identify with the starseed prophecy of those who were incarnated to help raise the vibration of Earth, breath of the cosmos, yep. Breathing in. I just wonder, and I have no allegiance to no political party or leader, just the truth. I just wonder how many incarnated starseeds we lost in the 50 years that were supposed to help raise the vibration of Earth. And that's all I will say about that. The Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. How beautiful. Water energy, how beautiful. And how stunningly perfect for Cancer season, right? Cardinal water. Mintaka is part of the Orion constellation. How many of you, raise your hand, have a connection with the constellation Orion, the three wise men? Orion and the moon, man. Deep in my heart. 333, how many of you are seeing threes? 33, 33, 12, 21s. Mintaka was supposedly a planet filled with water that was so clear you could see for miles underneath it. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Beautiful energy. Absolutely beautiful energy. Perfect for Cancer season, of course. And actually, let's do this. It's time for things that are in our subconscious, things that we kind of know about ourselves and our abilities and our gifts that are so deeply needed and need to be activated at this time. Seeing them, beginning to get in touch with that water energy, that emotional energy. Also, we're getting the message too about a road trip, a trip, whether it be across town or whether it be across country, or whatever in between. Just getting away from your everyday scenery and kind of letting go and having fun and seeing what manifests, what arises. There's a promise or the feeling or vibration of creating those magical memories, having a mystical experience, experiencing serendipity, experiencing some type of divine intervention. Interesting. Yeah, the angelic realms. Yep. Inner Oracle, you are the channel, deja vu, and self-fulfilling prophecies. So we have the Starseed Oracle and now the Sacred Light Oracle. Yeah, it's time to get in touch with your inner oracle. Bringing your unconsciousness to light. Deja vu, like I was just saying, there's some of you will travel the Sagittarius full moon reading last month. Yeah, that might, because the supermoon was in Sagittarius, is a good reading on my channel to go back to, because there's a promise of some type of energy exchange from going on a road trip or traveling, or just like I said, you know, if you live by a river or lake, just going down to the river or the lake and having some kind of, you know, a personal like Mecca or homage or pilgrimage or meditation or ritual or something to just kind of connect you. Always nature is a good time to spend there. But look, there's like this Ace of Wands energy, and then there's a sword and there's scales. See that bright illumination? You are the channel, deja vu and self-fulfilling channel, self-fulfilling prophecy. You are the channel. You are the one who above and below, and the good and the bad, and the angels and the devils and the demons, but we have angelic realm here, which this card is also a card of sparks of light and feathers and orbs. Be aware of the energy in your presence. But it is through our heart, it is through the stargate of our heart, and through the energy of our emotions and our imagination and what we think and feel, that allows the angels in. It's also the same energy that allows the devils in, if you know what I mean. However you relate to that kind of energy. I'm just using that just for a basic example. But what number is this? 17. Let's see. I think I'm being drawn to read this. The Inner Oracle. Receiving the knowledge and wisdom that is offered from deep illumination can often be prophetic and life-affirming, and will help you to know you are on the right path. Powerful realizations, prophetic vision, past life memories, and soul connections are triggered by the oracle that is centered deep within you. Yes, and that's my job, which is why I was named after Zeus's mother of the gods, Rhea, because one thing that I have gotten through my life from other tarot readers is that I am a master teacher. And my life has been filled with moments and encounters and interactions where people and events and things have affirmed that, so we teach by what we have learned so far. And I leave what I have learned for those who are coming after me, for those who are just beginning to open the door, so that we can quantum jump forward instead of you walking through mistakes that I have made, or without the wisdom or the knowledge. Here is wisdom and knowledge of my story and my path. So, you know, again, we walk together, because I have hit rock bottom with many of you, but I have kept my head up. I have fought my anxiety. I have fought my fears with positivity, gratitude, appreciation, sharing, service, charity, acceptance, again, gratitude, beauty. These are our spiritual weapons. These are what's in our spiritual arsenal. Realizations came up. It's interesting in the reading that I canceled, that I was like, I just wasn't seeing clearly. Realizations came up. Beautiful. Again, so the oracle that is within you, that inner voice. The wisdom of the inner oracle is often buried within. Discovering its presence illuminates past mistakes, bad choices, and ego-based relationships with yourself and others. Totally Cancer energy. Revealing the connection can trigger, this connection can trigger internal defenses, making it difficult to maintain a solid connection to the intelligence of your oracle. Yes, exactly. And I love how there's scales here. Balance, Cancer energy again. So this is definitely Cancer season. And you Cancer Geminis, air energy, or if Cancers who have a lot of Libra in their chart, you may be the fiercest of the cardinal warriors, cardinal water warriors right now. Interesting. Discovering its presence illuminates past mistakes, bad choices, and ego-based relationships with yourself and others. Revealing this connection can trigger internal defenses, making it difficult to maintain a solid connection to the intelligence of your oracle. Yes, resonate. Dedicated to illuminate the earth, Lord Lanto asks you to learn and grow your inner circle with discussion, seeing the world with eyes of wisdom, and acknowledging that you are still a student learning in the great cycle of life, accepting possible errors and judgments. Allow your consciousness to adapt, redirecting energy to a new outcome. And see, we're talking about focus, what we're focusing on right now. We're being distracted. We have all this fuel being thrown on the flame for a reason, because we have the power to create something new. And so we're being asked to hold that vision, something better. Holding the flame of illumination on the second ray, Ascension Master Lord Lanto, Lanto. Lanto encourages you to become closer to your sense of knowing. Lanto, probably. Explore your psychic self and intuition as you examine previous signs of events where deja vu has been experienced. Sudden realizations will occur now. Having the courage to openly accept them is what initiates the act of enlightenment. Yeah, it's time. And I was feeling this energy before I started the reading, that it's time for some of you out there to... You have addictions and you drink and smoke a lot and distract yourself because you don't want to deal with the fact of things that you've seen yourself to do, things that you've manifested, gifts that you had, visions, experiences, abilities that have freaked you out, because alcohol and drugs is a way to shut out those gifts. But it doesn't really. And I was told as well a long time ago that until you still start using your gift and you start walking your path, your life will never be on center. It will never, and I'm not going to say it will never. You will feel like you're not on your path, or something isn't aligned, until you start incorporating, acknowledging, and using the fact that, again, we have power and it is real. This is mastery is the key to self-success. Discipline your mind. Yep, that labradorite is the sacred crystal, and the affirmation is, I am constantly learning. I illuminate my presence with each lesson. And that's such Chariot Cancer energy. This is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful reading. So this is the power of Cancer season. And for all of us, and again, Cancer... The Cancers are leading this, really setting the energy and the tone and the vibration. But if everyone, the 11 other tribes, this is a message for you as well. So we have the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Let's just ask a few questions. So what does the collective need to know most right now about the power of Cancer season? Yep, abundance. This is the card. Look, Queen of the Moon came out. We have power and it's real. So now it's time for us to act like it. You know, for those of you, again, the rock bottom people, the people who have suffered and have had obstacles and burdens and all kinds of things placed in your life. You know, if you look at the let's take the X-Men. Each one of those heroes has a tragic, horrible, traumatizing story of pain and struggle and resurrection into their power. And abundance, this is a card of the fact that there is abundance all around us. And focusing and starting an inner dialogue of abundance is all around us, opening to abundance, an opportunity for abundance, being prepared. Abundance is all around you. And then there's walk the path. It's time to walk your path. And some of you just accepting something about yourself and about who you are. There's a situation that, you know, the rock bottomers, I'll call us. And as you can see, there's a ladder, there's an elevation, there's a leveling up. The divine will open a path, the divine will find a way. It's not for you, it's out of your hands. Or I should say, put it in the hands of the divine and allow the divine to illuminate a path for you, a way out of a situation when you make the choice to walk the path. And then we have purity. Keeping your mind clear, knowing why you do the things you do, knowing thyself first, and looking for the simplest, easiest solutions. Not engaging in drama, not engaging in negativity, keeping your mind clean and clear so you can hear and listen to your intuition, to this watery, your inner oracle, this watery energy, bringing unconsciousness to light by keeping everything pristine like a fresh fallen snow on a moonlit night. No messiness, no drama. And then we'll use the tarot of a moon garden. Whoa, wow. Card, same energy. Yeah. Eight of Wands, the Magician, the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, all cards. You know, this is a time for us to prove ourselves. This is a time for us to use this dark energy that's out there right now that is working against, because that dark energy knows that we have a lot of power right now. And so it's attempting to use that energy against us, which is why we have to keep our minds clear and pure. Again, looking for the cleanest. And this is also a card of communicating clearly. First within yourself and then with others, because Two of Pentacles is an energy that's coming out, imbalance, feeling out of balance, needing to put priorities and things back into balance, making choices, listening to our inner self so that we can find the balance, the empowerment. Okay, tell us about abundance. Yep, Four of Cups with Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. There's an opportunity coming for abundance. So again, to create a new energetic abundance. And it's interesting because this is 38, which is 11, which is, you know, the Cancer energy, 2, 11, manifestation. And then we have the 4 of Cups, and Cancers rule over the 4th house of home and family. That's why a lot of you Cancers are homebodies, are housewives, are house husbands or house dads. Because you like being at home, you like taking care of your family and friends, you like cooking, you like, and some of you may not. That's fine too. But in general, that's for those of you who resonate with that, that's why. And so you have the 4 of Cups here. So this is 4 in water energy, Cancer season. Focus on your abundance. Focus on what you want to manifest for yourself in the world, right? That inner oracle. Remember what we just said. The purity card, the inner oracle card, some unconsciousness coming to light. We have the heart and mind energy coming into balance together. Masculine and feminine energies, logical and emotional, mental and emotional, logical and intuitive energy used together. That's power, that's balance. That's the way it was meant to be. So focus, don't worry, don't let anything distract you. Keep your heart open, keep your mind calm, centered, peaceful, in tune, because there's an opportunity for you to manifest abundance. This is a powerful time. An abundance of peace, an abundance of health, an abundance of unity, abundance of money, whatever it is you're focusing on. That's why I wanted to do this reading, because this is a very powerful time in myself being a Cancer, being a cardinal water sign. I feel it's only right for me to talk about my season. Oh, wow. Haha. Yes. The Knight of Pentacles fell on that. Yeah. This is a time for us to and it's been coming up for all the signs. This is a time for us to really manifest abundance, dreams, begin new projects, new steps towards abundance, creator energy. And that came out a lot too, the creation card, being industrious. Our ancestors are totally supporting us, because our ancestors had to learn how to be industrious, right? They learned how to make money. They learned skills. They learned abilities. They used ingenuity. Very ingenuitive, very inventive, and it's time for us to kind of tap into that ancestral energy. So that's also another thing that's coming up this full moon in July 2022. There's a lot of something just resonate. And I just wanted to say we have 8 here, and 8 is something that's been coming up a lot. I've been seeing 888, so some of you may be seeing 88s and 888s, which is a form of abundance. Yeah, see, Hermit energy. I was getting that with the Purity card. The path, King of Pentacles. The path to, you know, King of Pentacles, this is Earth energy. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And this is the energy of like just your abundance and your success. Your confidence. Your manifestation abilities. Yeah. It's time to walk that path. It's time to manifest those things and show yourself who you are, what you're capable of. Yeah, it's time to level up. It's time to use these obstacles that have been placed in your way for your high, to get to your 6 of Wands. Fight fire with water. And don't fight fire with fire. Fight fire with water. Your optimism, with your ability to balance a situation. Take the good and the bad. Take the lesson in the good and the bad and use it, transmute it, let go of the baggage of it, the wrapper that it came in, the heavy baggage and packaging that the lesson came in, and just take the pearl. Take the gift that's inside. Because a way is going to be opened. A way is going to be opened. And then, yeah, the Seven of Cups, there's just like this dreamy energy and listening. And it's interesting because Seven of Cups, we got water energy. We got 7 here. This is the time to show yourself that you can manifest what you want. That nothing can really get in your way or be an obstacle. Because remember, this energy here, it seems like there's not a way forward. But this is all clarifying the path. Don't you worry about that. You just use your visualization and your optimism and the power of your focus and your attention to very valuable commodities. What you focus, energy flows. Where attention goes, what you focus on, you manifest more of. Which is why the adversary in our world is always struggling for our attention and using our attention against us to plant seeds. Unconscious seeds. It's time to see clearly. It's time for clarity. But the divine is going to open a path. Yep. The Hermit, Justice, and the Sun all on the bottom. Yeah. An illuminated path. Purity. Tell us about purity. It's time for us to show how powerful we are. 6 of Swords, the Tower, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 2 of Staff, the High. 2 of Staffs, the High Priestess. Wow. May I have... There we go. Yep. King of Cups. This is how we master Cancer season. By mastering our water energy, mastering our emotions. The King of Cups is very emotionally mature. He's in touch with his emotions. He's in tune with his emotions. But he's not ruled. He rules that emotional ocean within. You see that ship? He is the king of his emotional ocean within. He's also very loving. The King of Cups is an energy of love. Someone who gives love. Someone who is open to receive love. Someone who love flows from. Mastering your emotional energy and your, again, purity. Keeping your emotion, because this came out under purity. Keeping your emotions pure. Knowing why you do what you do. Knowing how it affects how you feel. Being in tune and in touch with your emotions, but not letting them control you. You control them. Yeah, 9 of Staffs, more fire energy. That's how you hold. That's how you protect. I just heard protect the gate. This is how the 9 of Staffs, you know. This is how you hold the fort. This is how you end this cycle. Don't give up. Stay in your strength. Don't let anything throw you off emotionally. Yeah. See, our emotions are being used against us right now, folks. We got the King of Cups and the Queen of the Moon. Your power, emotional, energetic power is being used against you right now. And you have to take control of it. We have to take control of it back. Fire and water here at the end. And we have 4 of Swords. It's time. The Lovers, time to put something, and Temperance, there it is. Wow. Gemini. So we had no major arcana that actually came out in the reading. This is a powerful time for us. 2 kings here. Doesn't mean that just doesn't represent the divine masculine I'm feeling. Earth signs and water signs. Clearly water signs are here. Earth signs, you may deeply be resonating with this as well. but and we do have some fire and air. So all the swords, all the signs are represented here. But it's time to put something to rest. It's time for something to heal within ourselves. Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. It's time for us to stop operating from our emotional pain. Taking our pain from the past forward with us, because that pain is, you know, affecting how we create and how we think, how we see ourselves, how we communicate. All right, Floweringmagi Oracle. Side note cards. All right, what do we need to know? Yep, ancestor contact been coming up a lot. And with a full moon, and especially a super moon and that extra light energy, because it makes you, you know, more in touch with your emotions. It affects, the moon is about dream energy. Ancestors come to you in dreams. Nonverbal communication in a dream is considered a visitation. I've been putting out little plates of food and drink on Sunday evenings for my ancestors, just to let them know and show them gratitude that I'm connecting with them. It's been very powerful. Anything else? For the collective. From the daughter of the moon. Messages in a message in a song. This has been coming up a lot in my personal readings and the collective readings. There are messages in a song. Listen, sometimes just pay attention to the lyrics. Maybe something will pop out in your favorite song that you never really correlated before, or maybe there's just, pay attention to the song. Road trip, yeah, I told you, this keeps coming up, road trip. Because road trips are great for getting some fresh air, getting some fresh, putting your mind to rest, having some fun, being lighter, being adventurous, opening to an adventure. And also, when you take a road trip, you get a new perspective, right? When you go somewhere different and you kind of align with a different energy, or get a rest from your, and then when you come back to your surroundings that you were kind of getting, especially some of you have been stagnant for a while, you haven't really gotten outside of your, you know, your day to day. And so this is, and if you can't take a road trip, don't, you know, and this is also, I feel, about getting in touch with something in your, you know, that hermit energy within. But you know, it could be, again, getting on your bike and, you know, taking a trip to, you know, the other side of town, the other side of the river, the lake, forest preserve, you know, another state, another side of the country, another place, another country, whatever this road trip, however you can make something to this effect happen. Even going to a state park and having a picnic, just doing something different and traveling to a different geography. Even if it's in your own backyard. We also have speak your mind about something. There's something that you want to say, something you need to ask the universe for, something you need to communicate. And the last one is divine timing. This is divine timing. And divine timing is also in play for something. Because, I mean, and I just say that because we have the sovereignty card here, that you have power. It is real. So it's time to act like it. This is the, you know, and we had the angelic realms. Archangel Metatron. You know, maybe animal messengers. Divine timing. This is, you know, there's something being with this deja vu and opening to certain things, knowing why you do what you do. You know, controlling our emotions, growing mature in how we express ourselves emotionally. This is a great time of, last but not least, the Amenti Oracle, based off the wisdoms of living with the Feather Heart deck. The wisdom of Ma'at. King of Cups energy is also Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. FYI. All right, wisdom of Ma'at, Feather Heart. What message do you have for the collective? Gratitude and appreciation. Yeah. And look who we got. I remain in balance with my emotions on the bottom of the deck. Now, how magical. Heart and mind, the way you see things. Look at that. That's perfect Cancer energy. The yin and the yang. Wow. I remain in balance with my emotions. Yep. But the card that came out was I speak with sincerity. And when you're being in a place in balance with your emotions, right? It's what we talked about at the beginning. That's the power that we have. And speaking with sincerity from a point of balance, from seeing both sides of an argument, of a situation. Very powerful. And remember, this purity card was the same thing. Communication, communicating clearly, not making things complicated. I mean, I don't have anything else to say. But this is what Cancer season. This is what has been. This is the energy that's out here. So take advantage of it. Surprise yourself. Allow your beauty and your gifts and abilities to come through, because it is actually what's missing in your life. It's actually what that you're trying to fill up with, for those of that applies to, with toxic relationships, distractions, addictions, attachments. It's all a distraction from being your inner oracle, from hearing the wisdom of your ancestors, of the spirit, of the great spirit, of your higher self, of the magnificent things that you are capable of doing, of the journey that you have walked. We're at rock bottom. And it's time to build something new. Create something new and let the old be the fertilizer, that rotten soil that produces amazing fruit. Beautiful flowers. Trees with roots so strong. They withstand the wind. All right, everyone, be well and make a great day.